The polished oak doors of Ethelgard's don't just separate the restaurant from the street. They separate two entirely different worlds. Inside, fortunes are made and reputations are broken over plates of seared foie gras. Outside, the rest of the world rushes by. For 22-year-old Mia, a waitress, drowning in student debt, those doors were her lifeline. But one rainy Tuesday evening, she stood before them, blocking the path of a man whose perfectly tailored suit was worth more than her entire education. She had one simple instruction: no reservation, no entry. She had no idea she was staring into the eyes of a billionaire, and she was about to detonate a war that had been simmering for decades. The rain fell on Park Avenue with a relentless percussive rhythm, each drop seeming to target the city's elite with personal spite. Inside Ethelgard's, however, the weather was merely an aesthetic. The vast floor-to-ceiling windows transformed the downpour into a shimmering romantic backdrop for the hushed clinking of silverware on porcelain, and the low murmur of powerful conversations. The air smelled of money, truffle oil, and old leather. Maya moved through this opulent theater with a practiced, almost invisible grace. Her black uniform was immaculate, her apron starched, and the small silver pin bearing the restaurant's griffin crest was positioned exactly 1 inch above her name tag. 2 years. For 2 years she had navigated this world of quiet extravagance, learning the subtle language of the wealthy. She knew which guests preferred their water, with a slice of lime versus lemon, who was having an affair with whom, and most importantly, how to become part of the seamless, perfect service for which Mr. Rowan Harrison paid her a handsome, life-sustaining wage. Mr. Harrison was a ghost in his own establishment. He was rarely seen, but his presence was felt in every detail. The precise temperature of the wine cellar, the thread count of the linen napkins, the almost fanatical emphasis on protocol, and the most sacred protocol of all, the one drilled into every new employee from their first day, was the list. Ethelgard's operated on reservations made weeks, sometimes months in advance. There was no walk-in service. The Mat, a severe but fair man named Bernard, guarded the reservation book like it was a holy text. Tonight, the list was full. Every table was accounted for a constellation of names from the highest echelons of finance, art, and politics. It was 8:15 p.m., the peak of the dinner rush, when the heavy oak doors swung inward, admitting a gust of damp, cool air, and a man who did not belong. He wasn't unkempt or loud. On the contrary, he was the picture of refined power. He was tall and lean, with silver hair swept back from a sharp, intelligent face. His suit, a deep charcoal wool, was so exquisitely tailored, it seemed to have been woven directly onto his frame. But his eyes were what truly set him apart. They were a pale, piercing blue, and they swept the room with an unnerving combination of amusement and predatory assessment. They missed nothing. Maya was refilling water glasses at a corner table when she saw him stride past the host stand, ignoring Bernard's polite but firm attempt to intercept him. Bernard's face, usually a mask of calm authority, flickered with alarm. Sir, I do apologize, but do you have a reservation this evening?" Bernard's voice was smooth, but Mir could hear the steel underneath.